Hi, I'm back with one of my favorite authors, Rosemary Wells, and it's Shy Charles, a mouse of very few words. Shy Charles, and it's written for Shy Victoria. Charles was happy as he could be. But he liked to play alone, and he wouldn't talk to Wanda Sue, and he never went near a phone. "It's a new day," said Charles' mother. "Let's go in the store and say hello. We'll buy a sweet potato pie, and we'll say goodbye before we go." "Wonderful morning," said Mrs. Belinsky. "A chocolate surprise for my beautiful boy." "Say thank you," whispered Charles' mother. "Thank you," yelled Mrs. Belinsky. "Enjoy." His mother told him to say goodbye. Charles hid inside a flour sack. "Goodbye with kisses," said Mrs. Belinsky. "Someday when he's big, he'll kiss me back." "I'm so embarrassed," said Charles' mother. "You never say goodbye or thank you." "Lucky for you that I'm so nice. Another mother would spank you." "This can't go on," said Charles' dad. "I'm sick and tired of thank you fights. It's time he played football or joined the ballet." Boy, those are two opposite things, huh? Let's see what happens. Next Tuesday, Charles was in tights. "Isn't he sweet?" cried Madame Lafleur. Charles wouldn't say maybe, no, or yes. For a week, he pretended to be asleep. Charles was not a success. See him sleeping? You kind of think he doesn't like it. What do you guys think? So Charles' father, he took him to town, and he bought him some beautiful football things. The shirt was scarlet with shoulder pads. The helmet had silver wings. "Charles," said his father, "you'll be the best. Like lightning, you'll streak across the grass. Like butter, you'll melt the defensive line. And you'll throw the winning pass." Looks like Charles' dad has some expectations. Charles trembled like an autumn leaf. "Hi!" roared the coach. "My name is Fred. He doesn't look so well to me. Take him home. Put him to bed." Looks like he's not wanting to play football either. Let's see. "Charles," said his dad, "you're a jelly roll. You're just a cowardly custard. You're like a sandwich without the bread. Not to mention the ham and mustard. How will you ever go to school, or find a job, or get married?" Charles sat down, and he cried so hard that he had to be carried. Then Charles' father murmured low, "Babysitter's coming tonight. You know the one. It's Mrs. Block. And everything will be all right." Oh, poor Charles. Any of you ever feel that way? I can remember that sometimes. The sun went down. The sitter came. His parents left at 6 o'clock. Charles skedaddled up the stairs. "Come back, little push cake," said Mrs. Block. What's Charles going to do upstairs? Well, we're going to find out. Charles played happily in his room. He made a spaceship out of his chairs. And suddenly, There was a terrible crash. Mrs. Block had fallen downstairs. Oh no. Charles got her onto the sofa. He told her, "Now don't be nervous." He brought her a blanket and cocoa. Then he called the emergency service. Wow. "He saved my life," moaned Mrs. Block. "He's a prince, a gem, a hero." And everyone shouted, "Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Charles." But Charles said, what do you think he said? 0. So, guys, I have a question. He called the emergency service. Who here knows that number? You're right, 911. Very good. I hope you enjoyed this book and you'll come back and listen for some more. You can pick it up at the library or you can watch this over again. Bye. Have a great day.